Well, that was an interesting phenomenon. I sitting here jibber jabbering, and I guess got out of range of my Wi-Fi. So I had a video that was like a little bit longer. I know it was still running, and it just dropped off because I got close enough to the last house down here, and it popped up telling me there was Wi-Fi signals, and somehow it just dropped my recording. Gotta love those little blips in the matrix. Technology. It's perfect. It'll fix everything. Nothing could go wrong. No human error. But didn't humans make it? Never mind that. Whew. I have to come down here with the chainsaw. Need to either sharpen my chain, get it sharpened, or buy a new one. Need to just keep a couple chains around. What are you doing? It's funny, yesterday, well, not in the humorous way, I suppose. Yeah, maybe. You gotta laugh at everything, right? My knee, my left knee's got a tear in it, in the meniscus, and some kind of degeneration of my ACL or whatever. No big deal, but I guess, at least for the doctor at the VA, when they look at the MRI, oh man, those golds weren't down here last time I was down here. I don't know why, man. It like tickles my brain just to see those colors, especially when I wasn't expecting them. I just look up and like, boom, they're there. Anyway, so I go see the VA doctor about my knee, which is like a super long drive. I got to drive to Seattle, and had to stop to pee even, so I was kind of late. Then I get there and they're like, oh, you got to go down and get x-rays. So, that added an hour into my time. So I was trying to come back close to like rush hour. And right in the eyeball. So uncanny. And there she goes. Get to talking about it, and it kind of just like in a circle, like me trying to, kind of just push the point. Like, I don't understand how I went from, basically like I feel like I have a mechanical impingement of some sort that just kind of suddenly appeared. But then he's saying that there's nothing that can be done. And I don't know, it just seems odd, right? Like, I get in organic structures, it's not like a mechanical thing. It's a little bit more dynamic. So I guess that's the true curiosity of biology, is that even though it seems like there should be an answer, there might not be one. And I guess part of this is probably I just need to be okay with the fact that I won't be able to squat on my left leg all the way ever again, I guess. Left or right? Man, there's so much color to the left. I think I'm going to go left. Even just the leaves on the ground. This camera, like, I'm looking at the screen and then looking back at the ground. It's not the same. But I'm going to take pictures of it anyway. Come on, you. Let's go. So yeah, just talking in circles, and he's kind of like, I could choose to have an investigational arthroscopic surgery, and they can see if it looks like there's something they could clean up, and it may or may not change anything. Or I can do the stupid corticosteroid injections, which definitely not the kind of steroid I'd want to be partaking in. and or like just doing like a really long bout of physical therapy, which I guess I'm not opposed to, but you know, that just, when everybody's got a, wow, this is just all gold and light green down here. Shit, I don't know which way I want to go. But anyway, came to no conclusion. I gotta, you know, I can call back and make an appointment to get a jab in the knee or get on the schedule for surgery, but they said they're probably 6 months out at least from when I call. And on and so forth. So I already have a consult for an orthopedist through my other insurance here, so let's see what this other person says, if I can ever get the insurance referral to go through with the doctor referral. And hopefully hear something different, but for now it's just, it is what it is, like it's been for the last year or whatever. But yeah, whatever reason, it's not really bothering me much today. Well, I guess we'll see after all this. I specifically am going to, was curious about trying to maybe walk somewhere I haven't walked before. So that's why I ate a bowl of cereal before I left and gave an partial unscheduled meal to Velma here. Yeah, screw it. Go over here and look real quick. This isn't really much of a traveling location as it is a destination. This is more of a stop on the side of the road where you can go over that way, and yeah, who knows? I haven't looked over here in a while, so I've been gone for at least a month, and sometimes this place can change really quick. It is so different. Like, the creek used to come through here. Like where I'm standing, I'd be in up to my waist in water. But it just pummeled this whole area over here. All these trees fell down. What used to be like a little peninsula that stuck out and the creek went around it, snaked around it. Now it blasted right through here and goes straight through instead of, it used to curve around here and then go around and then back over. But it's still like a cool little spot, you know, because it still snakes a little bit, still pools a little bit. You can get in the water deep enough for it to be uncomfortable because this water is cold. Sure, the other side over here, you see a bunch of horsetail and I don't know, probably blackberries, raspberries. And there's usually skunk cabbage every spring. Smells like somebody's down here smoking doobies when you first get down here. Yeah, it's kind of a mess down that way. There's a lot of climbing and scrambling, so I don't really want to do that. What else is interesting? Shoot, it's almost Thanksgiving, Christmas. Well, that's uncanny. I'm wearing the tiniest little camelback, and I just got hung up on a stick. How enjoyable is that? I really only brought these walking sticks in case I needed to scare something off instead of having to look for a stick or a rock. What is that? Huh? Hi. What are you doing? Too interesting, huh? You're so boring, Dad. I'm off to see the wizard. Dude, the size of this cedar. I mean, some of these trees down here, there's not a lot of them, but some of them are pretty epic. The ground is definitely alive here. There's layers and layers of duff, deciduous leaves, and conifer leaves, like the size of this old stump. And you can't see it because it's been kind of eaten away, but that was shoot, I forgot what it's called, where they put those boards in so the guy could stand on it and use the old saw and go back and forth. And it also has burn marks on it from when there was a fire through here. There's a couple of those big old stumps along the hiking trail, which is only a small portion of this place. I never turned my watch on, did I? Distractosaurus Rex. I need to come up with something better for recording. Using your cell phone sucks. Alright, well, I haven't been this way in a while, so this could be a short trip. I mean, there's a whole nother trail over here, but it depends on whether or not... Was that you? I think that was you. I don't know. Heard the sound of a deep vocal box. I think it might have just been her making a little grunt though. This is pretty wild down here. It's not normally traveled, and usually the marks I see are like hooves or look like coyote paws or something. I suppose they could be cats. Pretty sure there's some cats out here. Pot where we used to kind of play around. That's really grew over with grass. Doesn't look like the water really is getting through here. It used to come through the side. Probably just low. Once it starts raining and snowing, instead of just coming that main way, it'll trickle around this other way somehow. It's hard to tell when it's gone. Well, because I don't know what I'm looking for. What'd you find? A whole lot of nothing. think the nice thing about walking the dog this way is that she gets a lot more activity, you know, because she runs off and does a little thing and then comes back. And the depth, you just don't get I feel like you don't get the same depth that you do when you're just standing down there. The moss on this big trees just, and on all the trees really, it's just incredible. Just gives it such a look. How much time you would spend trying to recreate this appearance, you know, with artificial means. I guess I've never noticed that huge stump back there. It's a big old stump and then a relatively large tree growing out of it. There's a little side pond over here somewhere. Or at least there used to be. We go by, Isaac would usually be looking for frogs or whatever. Yeah, I think it's over there. I love being out here when it's cooler weather. Wow, this is way different without snow on the ground. Yeah, back in there, there's a still water stump that goes out in it. Huh. Just amazing. I took a picture of any direction at any point in time when I'm walking, and you know, it's basically just like a random ass piece of a Bob Ross painting. Like you wouldn't be able to tell what part of the trail I was on at any given point of the time, even if you'd been down here before. What, you see something over there? I hope not. Now that was hilarious. Great. That's not really very, okay. Right. I mean, I probably won't get wet. I don't really think there's a way forward there. All right, don't fall down. Don't fall down. Okay. I'm pretty sure nothing good comes of this, puppers. Ugh. Oh, deer poop. Look at that. Like little chocolates. Oh, you suck. Come on. Drop it. Well, she found the Valentine's Day present. Why does poop have to have protein in it? Oh wow, that's real pretty. It stills up because of that. Oh, it's like twisted like a madrona. So you can actually just see right down to the stones. Beautiful. Oh, there's that crazy burnt log or stump. Yeah, dude. That is huge. And it's all twisted. Like the grain of the tree twists its way up. That must have been a crazy tree. Yeah. Hey. No more wild goose chase. Dare I attempt to cross this bull crap? Alright. And please tell me this is the spot I went before. Yay. Alright. I was really on a roll with my jibber jabbering when I left the house. Not that I haven't been talking, but that Wi-Fi thing popping up really threw me off. That's hilarious. There's so many spots around here where these big old trees just uprooted and fell over. Just realized how I have just enough heat to where I'm barely sweating. But I walked down to get here. So that means that with my current arrangement, I am going to be sweating profusely on the way back up. Woo, woo, woo. The question is, did she come out of somewhere different? Or, nope, she came the way she went. That was impressive, doggy. Hey, where you going? Poopers! Velma! Let's see what she does. Oh, you stinker. It's cooler if you'd have jumped. Come on, let's go. Wow. What is this, an obstacle course? You could go to gymnastics with the kids and do over-unders on the beam. It's hilarious. Nope, that's not the trail. You're totally lost. She doesn't care. Wow. Is it right there? There we go. Those two trees are like twisted at the bottom and they just follow each other up. Together forever, huh? Wild. What are you doing? Oh. Yeah, I always get kind of foggy about where the turn is to go back up. I need to put a flag or a sign or spray paint a tree. It's actually kind of easier to see now that it's all mixed green with brown, so that's the way that goes back up to my road. There's another badass stump there. It's got a big old tree growing out of it. That stuff's so awesome. Oh, yeah, and right here too. It's actually the turning point. Because then you go up that hill up there. And like when it's snowy, there's always dog prints all over that up there. So somewhere up there is a spot where the dogs run around the woods out here. I've gone this way before, but it got pretty dark before we got anywhere, so I don't know how far this part of the trail goes. And now at 26 minutes in, not including the minutes that were blipped from the Matrix there in the beginning, I'm actually starting a part of the walk I've not really partaken before. What is it, poopers? So, my son had a thing with calling her, and other dogs to be fair, but, you know, our dog, puppers. And I was always taking her outside trying to get her to poop. I don't know, I just started calling her poopers, and now instead of saying puppers, I say poopers. Well, that wasn't like that before. Huh. That used to just be like a little cutout that you just kind of stepped over. It's been a little bit significant amount of water running down here. I wonder if maybe somebody, I always guarantee somebody built a house or something or did something with their storm water, and that's seems to be a lot of times why this stuff gets weird like that. It's funny, they're always trying to protect that stuff here, and then there's always people doing something weird, and they only really get the people that try to follow the rules. And then it's such heartache. They hear stories about people having the heartache following the rules that it makes people not want to follow them. Wow, there's a 4-way split, and I'm intrigued in all 3 directions. I don't know. Let's try this one first. If it goes too far though, I don't know. Not as much what I'm interested in. I was actually kind of interested in seeing if I can get to Big Beef. Velma. Oh, holy crap. It's pretty interesting. I can't believe that this is a way home. It's got to be to somebody else's, probably the next road over, maybe? Oh, God. Maybe I should have did the easy stuff first. It's pretty steep. Wow. It's like a friggin' elevator. I think I'm going to pause this and take a break from holding my phone. To be continued.